Hey guys, NCS Fan 001 here, welcoming you to the road to my 349th Platinum Trophy. Today's game is Just Cause 4, so the fourth Just Cause game, and the third with a trophy list. Why is the boat I needed on fire? This wouldn't be one of my videos without something like that happening. Anyway, Just Cause 4, this is a pretty easy Platinum overall. In fact, I would say it's definitely the easiest in the Just Cause franchise. I also have to figure out where this is. There it is. I don't usually have to call this one in. There's usually one real close. So I would say that this is the easiest out of all the Just Cause games. There's not really a whole lot you have to do to get the Platinum in terms of, like, what you had to do in some of the previous games. Because Just Cause 2, you had to clear, like, 75% of the gigantic map with all the collectibles. And in Just Cause 3, you had to deal with an absurd... Well, not necessarily an absurd number. It was like 112... challenges, but you had to get 5 stars in all of them, which was quite annoying. And I mean, that's still one of my most popular series of YouTube videos, and also the river actually flows, so this is a little harder than it should be. But overall, it's a pretty easy game. You do basically have to 100% it, but 100%ing is a lot easier in this game than some of the others. So that's our last stunt.
Yes.
Stunt driver, that's our last trophy. One last explosion. And Rico was here. Platinum trophy. So yeah, like I said, definitely the easiest Just Cause game so far. It's not too difficult. It does take around like 40 to 50 hours, I would say. This is a story trophy. Discovering every location is probably the hardest overall thing to do in the game, because discovering every location will discover all the stunts and the airships and stuff. But actually going around and finding every location is kind of difficult. Even if you use, like, PS4 Trophies map for it, that can still be a little bit tricky, because it's very easy to miss one here and there, because there's probably over 150 locations overall. So there is a lot to find in this world, so it does take a while. Every supply drop blueprint will come by completing all of the stunts and completing the story and completing all the side missions. It's unlocked through that, pretty much natural progression. If you do everything else, you'll get it along the way. These are operations. These are all story-related trophies, just like that very first trophy. Army of Chaos level 14. This is another annoying one, because unlike the previous games, Chaos is not as influential to story progression as it is sort of in previous games, or even location completion. In fact, it's irrelevant. The only thing you use Chaos for is to get the squads needed to capture regions, which is for this trophy. And really, you can take, like, the whole map by Army of Chaos level 7 or 8, and you are very unlikely to be beyond 10 by the time you complete all the missions, including all the side missions, except maybe some of the stunts and stuff. So you will have to grind this out a little bit. I would suggest going up to the northwestern part of the map and going after the bases up there, because I found that enemies were more commonly spawning up there later in the game. And I mean, you don't need to have enemies, but if you have enemies around and you're in combat, it doubles the amount of Chaos XP you get, so it speeds up the process greatly. You have to get on the leaderboard for every feat. Most of them are very easy. There's 51 of them, but most of them are really easy. The grappling hook mods are earned by completing all the side missions, which are these 3 trophies, but you pretty much have to do them anyway just to get a lot of easy progress. I mean, they aren't that hard. And that is another thing about this game, is that even though it's not hard, it can be very glitchy at times. Some of the missions and stuff have really glitchy, bad AI, so that is something to keep in mind with this game, that it can be very buggy, and sometimes it's fun. Sometimes it makes the game more fun. Sometimes it does not. Sometimes it makes things more annoying. Unlock all the ancient statues. You find them. There's like 12 of them, pretty easy. You have to complete all the stunts and destroy the airships. There's 24 airships. Those are easy. The stunts, there's I think 436 total, and thankfully most of them are very, very easy. The vehicle and speed stunts just require you to go through a single checkpoint in either a specific vehicle or at a certain speed. You can occasionally have to do more with those, like lift the vehicle up with the air booster or with the airlifter, or use the booster or something, but it's generally very, very easy. Wingsuit stunts, you just have to go through 3 checkpoints in a certain amount of time. Pretty easy. This one's pretty much story related. There's strikes to capture regions. Pretty much unmissable. This one's very easy. It's up in the mountains. Then you have a bunch of other miscellaneous trophies. This is earned by reaching level 14 in Army of Chaos, so it's unmissable if you're going for that other trophy. These three are basically unmissable. You should get all three of them pretty early on in your game. This one is the only true online trophy, along technically with getting your name on the leaderboards. But this one requires you to be tracking a feat that another player has worked on and beat it. So you do need to have another person on your friends list to be able to do this, and they have to be playing the game, which there aren't a lot of people playing the game, and I think I've only got one other person on my entire friends list that is playing it. This is story related. This one is pretty much unmissable. This is basically story related, and this one is unmissable. So overall, it is, like I said, it's the easiest Just Cause game. It takes 40 to 50 hours. It's relatively fun, but it starts to get kind of boring and tedious and grindy when you have to find all the locations and stuff. So level 62, 47%, 15,465 total trophies, 349 platinums, 1,925 golds, 3,924 silvers, 9,267 bronzes. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you for my next platinum number 350, which will be Destiny 2. So yeah, very excited for that, and see you guys then.